Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Poul, and with me is Chef Alex.
Hi, everyone.
Things are going to start going a little weird for next bit. Alex started his job, so he's not going to be available all the time.
That's true.
So today we're going to be making some matcha, whatever the heck you call it.
I think it's matcha.
Matcha date squares. Yes, we just made date squares, and this is going to be a very similar recipe. However, Amy can't have coffee anymore because she had her gallbladder taken out, and one of the worst things you can do is have that. And she's crying over how she's ever going to handle a 12-hour shift
without coffee.
Without coffee.
Without caffeine.
Without caffeine. She can't have caffeine at all. And here's the thing, guys, and this is what I've been trying to beat in Alex's skull for the last little bit. Caffeine does not make you awake. It gives you energy for 5 minutes and it flushes. If you want energy, you need something else. You need something in the tune of, I don't know, water. Coffee does not give that to you. I got 2 cups of water. I'm putting in this pot, and in this pot, you're going to see I've got about 4.5 cups of cut dates. Are they dates? I think they're dates.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're dates. The word I was looking for is pitted.
Okay.
So they're pitted. And that's important.
Which means they don't have the pit.
Yeah, you do not want the pit in there because if you don't, it's going to suck.
Yeah.
And it's going to suck real bad. We're going to put that over medium heat, and basically we're just going to stir this, and we want this to break down. I've got half a cup of brown sugar. It's stevia brown sugar. The biggest problem with it is I keep asking Amy to cover things, and she doesn't.
Because if you don't, it gets hard.
It gets hard, but it will break down in this, so I'm not too terribly worried about it.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it's gonna all soften up and boil, so you don't have to worry about that.
So this is actually already done. So
yeah.
If you want, you can take that in a microwave-proof container, and you can put that in microwave for 20 seconds at a time and let it go. I'm not sure how much in reasons, not really that important, but just to get rid of them because I've had them too long and I don't have enough that I could do anything real solid with it, but I do have that.
You could have them as a snack, but this will probably be a better use for them.
Yeah, way better use. So I'm gonna have a lot of matcha powder in this.
Okay.
I bought, and apparently this gives you a lot of energy. So I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons.
More so than coffee?
A lot more than coffee.
I gotta try some.
And when I see this, guys, as I was trying to say before, oh yeah, okay, I can stick this in the fridge now.
So where'd you get that? Superstore?
That is a question for Chef Amy. Not a question for Chef Paul. Paul would never touch this. And
okay.
I'm not making this for Chef Paul. I'm making this for Amy. The date squares that we made the other day, those were for Chef Paul.
Okay.
These are for Chef Amy. Now, if you don't have the stevia version of brown sugar, that's perfectly fine. You can use honey. You can use a lot of different things. Do not use sugar. Use anything else but.
You could use could you use fruit juice?
If you want to use fruit juice, you can. If you're diabetic, I'm not necessarily sold that's the best idea. But instead of using 2 cups of water, 2 cups of fruit juice.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Yeah, you could do that.
If you're not a big fan of of it being sweet, you like it tart, then avoid it. Dates, believe it or not, are sweet naturally.
Yeah.
So I really like this. Myself, I can put 2 dates and blend it up and stick it in something, and that's good enough for me. Poul is somebody who does like it sweet. But we're going to cook this for a few minutes, and this is probably the worst of the whole job. This is it, guys. I needed quite a bit of dates, and I thought I needed more. We didn't, but that's fine because I'm going to use them quite a bit. If you can get this, and this is in the health food section, not the regular section, this is a much better product. It works much better, and you'll feel better for having that rather than paying into buying the expensive
regular
pits that or ones that you get in the store.
Yeah.
They use for baking. These are already pitted. The only thing you really want to do here is you do want to cut them in half. That's all you have to do. You do not have to stick them through the food processor. In fact, I'm going to tell you not to use a food processor. Why? Because
you don't want them minced.
You don't, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. So the other ingredients we're going to use in this that would make it a little bit different is the crust is going to have matcha powder, and we're going to use some pecans. I'm going to put that through the food processor, and that's going to make things a little bit more solid. It's going to give Amy some more energy. I'm not going to tell her what our secret ingredient is. She doesn't need to know. But tonight when she's at work and she's... I
think she'll figure it out.
She will. Well, she won't figure out what's in it. She won't know the matcha powder's in there. And if I hear tell of her complaining that she didn't have any energy last night or the night out before, I'm going to freaking... we'll have some words.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to give her the energy she needs. Now, you definitely want to keep stirring this. This is not a walk away and...
no.
You do not want to do that because this is going to be such a pain in the ass to clean that if you don't keep an eye on it, it's going to be it's just going to give you hell. You do not want to do that.
Now, I've never had matcha before, but you said before that it gives you a lot of energy, so...
That's what Amy told me.
I believe you, and I believe Amy. I trust your word for it.
Amy has gone so far to tell me that she can get a lot more energy out of matcha than she can out of coffee. She's the one that works graveyard shift. I'm going to take her word for it. This part you want to do first because it does take time, and you want this to turn into a nice paste. But here's the thing. Once it's done, you got to set it off the side and you need to let it cool for a while. So Chef Paul's got some dishes to do.
We're not going to make Amy do them today.
I was teasing her. I was going to make her wake up around lunch and make me a sandwich.
But Poul already had his lunch.
Well, I don't know if that was lunch or breakfast. One of the two.
Well, yeah.
But anyways, point is, keep an eye on this. You're gonna see how this starts to get thick. It thickens right up, and that's a good thing. Now, guys, if you're wondering what those points are good for that Superstore has, look at this cast iron grilling pan. This is awesome.
So keep in mind, if you're in Canada and you have a Superstore close to you, use your points. You can get that exact thing right there. The grilling pan.
Grilling pan. Get a lot of different things. We're at the checkout the other day, and some guy was like hemming and hawing with the the cashier. It's like, I don't know why you want me to use points. I don't understand this. Is probably no good. And we interject. It's like, be nice to the girl. She's a really good girl. But these are really excellent. It's like, number one, you can use points to get money off your groceries just by either A, having your paycheck deposited, or B, making purchases. You get points, and then for every $20 you get a stamp, and after so many, I think it's 20, you can use them to get. This would be $250, I think they said, versus paying $40.
I mean,
hey, this is cast iron for frick's sakes, guys. Cast iron. I can set this on top of there and cook, and if I'm going to take it and then I want to put it in the oven after, I don't have to transfer to another thing. I can just take it right off. That put it right in the oven, she's good to go.
And the reason you can do that is because it's cast iron, and cast iron doesn't melt, it doesn't rust. Well, it does rust, but not in the oven. So you can transfer that and put it right in the oven.
Now see how this is nice and thick now? You could see the water just a minute ago, now you don't. So we're done. So all we're gonna do here, guys, is we're gonna take this off and we're gonna let this cool on its own. And then we come back, we're gonna finish things up because all we have to do from here, well, actually no, there's a few things we have to do. We have to make the crust, layer it, and then we have to bake it. That's not a big deal. That's super easy. Like, it's super easy ingredients, and if you don't have them, the couple things you're gonna need to get is some pecans, some matcha, some dates, and some rolled oats. And you want to make sure they're rolled oats, not anything else. You want them rolled. So this is going to be Amy's, I'm going to call it her date night. See how she feels when she wakes up and she sees what we're talking about. Probably won't like it too much until she sees it, but we'll see. So please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Let's wait until we're back, and we will be back, and join us in making cooking great again. Welcome back. So I got a pot here. Number one, I'm melting some butter. Why? Because, well, butter needs to be melted. But what I've done is put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on the bottom, and that's going to help the butter from burning.
Yep.
We don't want the butter to burn. We want it to melt. Number two, I've got a casserole dish. I put a little spray to help keep the parchment paper down. Not cooperating so much, but it is what it is.
Also make sure that the date squares don't stick.
Yep. So I've got 4 cups of rolled oats, and like I said before, it's important that they're rolled oats, not instant oats. There is a difference, and there will be a difference of texture, so you don't want to do that. Keep an eye on the
butter.
On the butter. I've got some,
because that's going to melt fast.
Cashews. 2 cups of flour, just regular flour, nothing important. And my secret ingredient, that's
some more matcha.
Yep. If Amy can do her shift without
coffee?
Without coffee, I want to make sure she has some energy. So I've got 3 tablespoons. Let's make it 4.
Okay.
There's no caffeine in it.
But whatever is in it gives you a lot of energy.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you I understood matcha. I don't. And it is what it is, but...
I know they make matcha boba tea, and I like to try one of those sometime.
It's one of Amy's favorites. She really likes it, so it gives her a lot of energy, and I think it's a better energy than coffee does.
Yeah.
I would pay attention to this because you really don't want this to burn, and you don't want to wait all day either.
No. Like I said, I've never tried matcha before, but I would say it probably doesn't give you the same crash that you get with coffee.
You don't get the crash at all.
No.
As far as I can tell. So I'm going to put in quite a bit of honey just for a sweetener. And about 2 tablespoons worth of baking soda. And then I've got some vanilla extract.
And if you don't like coffee or matcha, please do not drink energy drinks.
And then there's peppermint extract. It gives an incredible flavor. And you really want to keep an eye on the butter because it's not going to take long.
No. Yeah, guys, stay away from energy drinks.
Energy drinks are they're the bane of society. They really are.
Yeah.
Everybody always thinks that, oh, they're the greatest thing in the world, and you know what? They're made for athletes.
They'll give you a big spike at first, and then you'll feel tired after like a few hours.
Yeah, it does. It just gives you a spike right now.
Yeah.
And the problem is people are allowing their kids to take it so they perform better in school. And it's really no different from my day when it was when kids were taking uppers.
No.
Now, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I've got the oven preheated to 350.
Okay.
We're gonna bake this for a good whopping 25 minutes.
So it's not going to take too long.
No, not at all. I'm going to make sure we're stirring this all in really good, because otherwise you've got so much matcha in here that someone takes a bite and they get all the matcha all at once and then nothing left.
Yeah.
And it's really going to be it's just not going to work well.
I trust Amy that matcha tastes good.
All right, so we're almost ready to go, and we're just about ready for that. So we want to get a bit of our mixture.
But as someone who's never tried matcha before, I can't really say whether or not I like it because I'm not really sure how it tastes.
I can't really comment either. I know that Amy absolutely loves it. It's one of her favorite drinks. When they told her she wasn't allowed to have coffee anymore, it really broke her.
Yeah.
In the worst of ways. But you gotta face it. I mean, now, I wanted to address something, and we waited for so long I kind of forgot. Alex, tell me something.
Okay.
Since I've been your teacher for so long on this, I want you to tell me why it's important to cook at home, and why our slogan is to make cooking great again.
Because, well, two reasons really. It's healthier, and you save money. It's much more expensive if you're ordering out or going to a restaurant, even like a fancy restaurant. You're going to be spending a lot of money there, and it's way healthier to cook at home because you know what you're putting in your food, and that's what making cooking great again is all about.
Now, I want to address a really important person, somebody that's really special to me, even though I barely even know her.
Okay.
And that's your mom.
Okay.
I ain't going to address her by name because I don't know her well enough to feel comfortable doing that.
Okay.
But to our audience out there, if you've ever met this lady, she's an awesome lady. She is Alex's mother, so I would hope that he has a lot of respect for her. And I know he does, because every time he talks about his mother, it's a lot of really, really good things.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for my mother.
She's an awesome lady. And she was asking if that line is to try to support Trump, or because I like Trump.
Quite the opposite.
I hate Trump.
Yeah.
He's a clown. He's a sexist pig.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to any Trump fans that actually like him and that watch me. I'm not trying to insult your intelligence or anything, but just pay attention to what he actually does and says, rather than just saying you like the guy just because you like him.
Next time you hear him talk, just read between the lines of what he's actually saying.
Don't even need to read between the lines.
No, I guess not. No, he's pretty
translucent.
He's pretty, well, transparent.
He's transparent exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
But the whole let's make cooking great again has nothing to do with Trump. It really doesn't.
No.
And I know a lot of people might not understand that by that line. It's a clever slogan, but the reality is look, in today's world we have DoorDash, Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes,
Grubhub. I think that's
Grubhub.
I think that might be only in the States, but
yeah,
you've listed pretty much all of them.
But we can go to McDonald's, we can go out and get pizza, we can go out and get whatever we want. But oftentimes we go visit our friends from my generation or Alex's generation, we open the fridge up, and you might find leftovers from some fast food.
Yeah.
Nobody really likes to cook anymore because, well, it's just a lot of work. So why would you? And I get that. But the problem is that we as a generation need to learn that it's actually pretty important that we take our time, we actually learn how to cook, and we make cooking great again, because there's going to come a time you start realizing that
it's going to take a toll on your health and your wallet.
Yeah, it absolutely does. It's more cost efficient to actually cook at home, because you know what you're putting in. You know what you're putting in your food. So I got one layer of this mix here, and God knows I put way too much matcha in here. And then, but you know what you're putting in. So if you're allergic to something or something bothers you, or you're reacting to something,
you don't have to put it in there.
You don't have to put it in there.
My brother, for example, he's allergic to peanuts, so I think he cooks most of his own meals at home.
Yeah, and it's better for him, because that way he knows what he can have. If Amy went out to a restaurant today and she had to list all the things she's allowed to have and things that she's not allowed to have it cooked a certain way, she'd be very limited to what she could physically have. And to be honest with you, that sucks. And it's not fair. It's not good. It's not even right. It sucks.
Yeah.
But and Alex's brother did the same thing.
Yeah.
But if you make your food at home, which is something that I'm well aware that Alex's mother does.
Yep.
And she cooks a lot of specialty meals because, well, guess what? She has some special needs that she needs to have considered.
My dad cooks a lot of meals at home too.
Yep. This one's not going to be as good, but...
Now, my dad, as far as I know, doesn't have any dietary restrictions, but he follows a lot of the same foods my mom eats, because he doesn't want to make her feel left out.
Yeah, and you know what? I can't say that I can tell you that I'm aware of any really big health issues that either of them have.
Not many.
No, if any at all, because they eat healthy.
Yeah.
And that's something we all need to strive to be, a lot more like his parents.
They don't order out very, I don't think hardly ever.
Yeah, and when they eat out at a restaurant, it's a treat.
Yeah.
And I want to show my respect to people like Alex's father, because, and mom especially, because they represent the very people that I'm trying to reach out to, that I'm trying to make a difference to. Because to me, that's what we're all about. We're all about trying to make things great again, so people like you that aren't used to cooking and aren't so adept to picking things up and just making it. Because I mean, if you look at everything that I cook, this is really honestly nothing that I try to make things that everybody can enjoy.
Yeah.
These are things like my wife absolutely loves, that she wouldn't be able to eat otherwise.
Now, I will admit that if you're new to cooking, it is a process learning how to cook. But if you're new, then start with this channel. It's a great resource.
I mean, I could do things so much quicker. I know I could. I'm not exactly cooking the fastest. And I'm doing that intentionally. I do know how to cook, and I do know how to cook well, and I could cook faster if I wanted to. But I want you guys to see exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You can pause the video, go back a little bit, and I mean, it's not hard to do that. And if you're not sure, I mean, if I'm doing something and you really want to understand it better, ask. Like seriously, just ask. I'd be more than happy to help you. And here's the best piece of advice. See that? It's more important for me to take some water and run that through, so that when I get ready to clean it,
doesn't stick.
It doesn't stick. It makes it a lot easier to clean.
Just saves a lot of time.
Absolutely does. And I'm trying to rush a little bit more now because
the oven's at 350, so
yeah, so we're ready to go.
We're ready to go.
So I'm just finishing this little bit here, and then we're going to stick this in the oven. We preheat it for 350 degrees.
For 25 minutes?
And we're going to cook that for 25 minutes. And again, because of some of the stuff on here, it's pretty sticky. So I just want to make sure that when it comes time to do dishes, that it's not a big pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Because it will be.
You want to save yourself the time and the effort.
Yep. I'm all about being lazy, guys.
It's no fun cleaning a sticky pot or pan. It really isn't.
If all else works, this will be super high energy and super good. So I'm going to set my timer on here for 25 minutes. So in closing, to Alex's wonderful, awesome mother, thank you. We appreciate you. And I really appreciate the fact that you actually pay attention to my videos. That actually makes me feel good. So thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for letting Alex be here. So we'll be back. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button, and we'll be back very soon. Welcome back. So we're done. So let's take a look here. This looks pretty good to me.
Smells good. I think Amy's gonna be really happy.
Oh, I think so too.
And she's gonna be really energized too at work.
Yeah, so how's this look, guys?
It smells amazing.
It does. It's got the matcha, it's got the peppermint, it's got pretty much everything. It's sugar-free. Yes, there is a little bit of honey.
It's got some nuts.
It's got some nuts. If Amy can't get energized on this, I don't know what else to do here, guys. I think this is going to be really good. I think this is going to be flavorful. What do you think, Alex? I mean, does this not look really good?
Yeah, I actually really want to try some.
Yeah, the only thing is, guys, when you take it out of the oven, give it a good half hour, hopefully even an hour, really, and let this sit and cool off, because it's really important, because if you cut this now, it's going to be a real pain to deal with later. So don't do that. It's going to be hard enough.
Not to mention, if you cut into it too early, you're going to burn yourself.
Yeah, so don't do that. It's not worth trying now. It's too hot. This is not a treat that you need to heat up. Some people may take their date squares. This isn't date squares, but some of them will do that. But you don't need to do this here. Let this cool down. Give it about an hour. Cut them out. Wrap them. Put them in Tupperware. Do whatever. Stick this in your fridge. You can freeze this if you want. But I would just take small squares. Just itsy bitty small squares. Small serving, because this is going to be super high energy. I may not even tell Amy what it is. May just tell her something special for her and watch her run crazy like a Looney Tune, because she didn't know what hit her. Because there really is a lot of matcha, like a crazy amount of matcha in this. So I mean, I'm kind of thinking that she's going to go cuckoo for matcha squares.
But she's not going to have the crash.
Not going to have the crash. So if she complains about being tired from work, I'm going to get really mad. But we're not going to tell her what's going to hit her, though.
No.
Just need to know. Yet. So anyways, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Alex's mother, I ain't going to call her by name or even last name, because Alex doesn't need his last name plastered over anything. So we won't be doing that. This is for you. We really appreciate you. Hope to see you again sometime soon, and happy holidays.
Love you,
Merry
Mom.
Christmas. So let's hit that like, share, subscribe button, drop some comments, and let's make cooking great again.